Have the courage to go after your dreams. And I think a lot of people are afraid to because they realize that journey will require them looking in the mirror and working on getting better. Make sure you spend some time working on yourself, doing some of the most righteous work. Don't let a day go by without becoming stronger, smarter, and more capable of serving those you love and those that you don't even know that you're here to serve yet. You won't know until you get out there that you're gonna strive towards. Figure out what the version of you that exists in 5 to 10 years is so you can fight your way to becoming that. You know, so many of us act like we're gonna live forever. I fear dying before doing something valuable for humanity much more than I fear death. Fear of death is completely irrational. Death is like gravity. We all have to deal with it. So there's no use in fearing it, but understanding it's the finality of it is something that drives me every single day. And then on the journey, it stops being about a decision and it starts to be about a commitment. You know what I'm saying? It starts to be about this relationship you get when you fall in love with what you're creating, who you're becoming. And then life isn't right without living with that sense of purpose and bettering yourself. It becomes a relationship. Excuses get in the way of that. Excuses are for people who need them. Excuses are for weak people. Excuses are for broke people. Excuses are for people who will let their own protection strategies stand between them and their greatness. We don't do that stuff, man. Ask yourself, what is it that you live for, you know? Figure out what it is you're living for. Figure out what it is that's going to be your worthwhile ideal. Be able to take action from your place of imperfection. And in order to take action from the starting point, which is a place of imperfection, which will never get to perfection, in order to take action in the face of imperfection, it takes faith. It takes faith in what can be. It takes faith in who you can be. It takes faith in trying to even get there. You know what I'm saying? The fact that if you apply yourself, that life will, by the grace of God, you'll even be able to arrive there. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to go on that journey, it takes faith. And faith without works is dead. And it's impossible to please the Father without faith. And that faith puts you in a position where proper planning meets opportunity. And then you have good luck, because overnight success takes 10 years, but the sooner you start, the sooner you finish. I like the way the game is. Everything you get done in the dark of the morning. Those are my favorite hours. No one's up. No one's asking me any questions. No one just real quick needs something from me. You know what I'm saying? It's before all the normies get up. So anything you get done before the sun comes up in the morning underneath the streetlights is extra credit. There are few times in the day that are as peaceful as the morning darkness. Anyways, so I get up at 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of power in the thought. No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it gets, I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? That's important, but the way I finish that sentence is, or I'm gonna die trying, and it'll be a good death. I think when you start to think that way, and you focus on what I do before I die is truly what matters more than even what I'm able to achieve. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm good enough, but I do know that I'll never know unless I go. You know what I'm saying? And therefore the honor goes to the man who gets in the ring. So be that man. You won't get everything you fight for, but everything you do get will be a fight, right? So, and then I say, learn how to fight. Learn how to fight alone. Never place perfect trust in imperfect beings. The only thing that deserves perfect trust is God. And you won't understand half the time what he's doing to you to help you become who you're created to be. All I can say is find the purpose within the pain to unlock the potential in your process. In your process, and you'll be better. We always try to judge what's good and bad. I don't think we have any idea. Light implies dark, day implies night. Life apparently implies death, as it's been configured from some place of wisdom that's far beyond all of us. We will all die 2 deaths, 1 physical death, and then we'll die a second death the last time someone says our name on this planet, and that's the death of our influence, the death of our contribution, and living a life that is in alignment with making the best contribution is how you beat death in life. And if you do a good enough job, you'll become immortal. Like everyone we still hear about and read about and study to this day. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in the way you live your life. It matters less how much sense that makes, and more the understanding and the implications of the understanding of that. If you get my gist. You heard the hip-hop preacher say, real lions like to hunt, right? But you've got to understand that that process doesn't just happen because you're a lion. You start being afraid of the hunt. You start by not knowing if you're going to be good enough on the hunt, if you're going to embarrass yourself or your tribe. You start by not knowing if you're strong enough to kill the prey or if you'll get stomped out, you know. And then after a while, after you've proven things to yourself, you gain the confidence, and then the hunt becomes exciting. It's the exact same way with your goals and your dreams. Once you catch a couple, once you kill a couple, you find yourself in love with the fight. The way you know you're dead is if you're not experiencing a little bit of fear. You gotta remember, the warrior, the hero, and the coward are only different because of what they choose to do in the eye of the things they fear. So let's face this day valiantly. Now it's time to go face the day and deal with all the external problems that exist to make us stronger, and they also exist because of our internal deficiencies and decisions we've made that require that we become higher quality people in order to solve. It's an honor to do all of it, and don't let the mercy you've been shown be in vain. I'll see y'all out there. Boom.